Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you all are doing well. And yeah, I know this is a little bit later than I usually do it. I usually try to aim for this video to be out like in the middle of February, which is what I've been doing the past couple of years. I've been doing this video or video series, I should say. But yeah, I just kind of forgot about it till like last minute. I'm like, oh yeah, I've gotta do this video. Sometime this month, as I usually try and do one video in February and another in like late November, early December for the end of the year. But anyways, here we are with this video showing off everything I own on a CD. And this year, I'm thinking about changing it up. So yeah, I was thinking at the beginning of the year, I'll keep it how I've like always done it and just show everything I currently own at the time of the recording of the video. And at the end of the year, when I record that video in like November, December, whenever I get around to doing it. For this year, I'm thinking about changing that one up, and instead of doing pretty much everything I own, like in this video and in videos I've done in the past, I think I'm just going to do the albums I've gone over, the entirety of the year, and show those videos off. Then yeah, at the end of the video, I'll just read off the rest of everything I do own a copy of. So, you guys can let me know down below in the comments to see what you think about the idea and if I should go for it or not. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to be showing off everything I do currently own, and everything is going to be in alphabetical order by artist name as usual. Then if I do own multiple albums by a certain artist, those albums will be in alphabetical order as well, which I do have, as you guys who have seen these videos in the past know. So yeah, I guess I'll cut this intro off, as I really don't want this video to be very long or longer than it really should be. So yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and hop right into the A's. Alright, now, here are all the A's. So kicking us off is Stiff Upper Lip by AC/DC. Next up is Little South of Sandy by Aerosmith. And I do apologize if I don't have the best sub for this. I honestly wish I had a better sub. Then next I have Who I Am by Alan Jackson. And lastly, for the A's, I have Diamonds and Dance Floors by Ava Max. And yeah, as I was just saying, you guys can probably tell that I don't have the best setup, since I literally have my phone set up against an object to keep it setting up. As you can see in the reflections of each album I'm holding up. So yeah, there is that for the A's. Alright, now here we are with the B's. And kicking us off, is Millennium by Backstreet Boys. I still don't know what happened to the copy I owned, but I know I did own a copy of this album, which you guys can see in previous videos, and I'll definitely have to order a new copy of the album so I can have another copy for these videos, as again I still honestly don't know what even happened to the copy I owned. So yeah. Next, I have Another Life by Big Time Rush, which is their newest album, and I also recently reviewed the album here on the channel. Then I have their self-named album, BTR. This is the UK edition. Then I have Elevate by Big Time Rush. Then I have 24/7 Deluxe Edition by Big Time Rush. Then I have Happier Than Ever by Billie Eilish. Then I have The Best of Billy Ray Cyrus by Billy Ray Cyrus. And next I have the complete Billy Joel collection from hits from 1973 to 1997 by Billy Joel. Then I know I just did those two out of order. Then I have Legend by Bob Marley. Then I have Greatest Hits by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Then I have Britney by Britney Spears. And finishing off almost there, I have Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears. And finishing off the Bees, I have Unorthodox Jukebox by Bruno Mars. So yeah, there is all that. Now, moving on to the C's. Starting us off is Let's Talk About Love by Celine Dion. Then I have Jackpot by Chi. Then Chris Brown and Tyga, A Fan of a Fan, Deluxe Edition. Then I have Music of the Spheres by Coldplay. And lastly, I have My Own Prison by Creed. Alright, now hopping into the D's, I have Break the Spell, Deluxe Edition by Daughtry. Then I have Daughtry's self-titled album. I also have David Cook's self-titled album. And finishing us off, I have No Angel by Dido. So yeah, one of the shorter sections we've got. Now, hopping into the E's, I have Equals by Ed Sheeran. Then I have Plus by Ed Sheeran. I also have Subtract by Ed Sheeran, and this is the deluxe edition I do own. And lastly, I have Music to Be Murdered by Side B, Deluxe Edition by Eminem. This is going to be one of the shortest sections here in this video, but at the moment I do not currently own any album by an artist whose name starts with the letter F, but I'm hoping that does change soon, as I've been debating about getting the newest album from the Foo Fighters. Alright, now hopping into the G's, I have Double Live by Garth Brooks. Then I have the Christmas album by the Glee cast. And finishing off the G's, I have Saint Elsewhere by Gnarls Barkley. Now, for H's, I only own one album at the moment, and that is Snowden by Hanson. Now, hopping into the I's, this is practically all one artist. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it. So I have Evolve by Imagine Dragons. Then I have Mercury Act 1 by Imagine Dragons. And don't know if you could see that well with the reflection and whatnot. Then I have Mercury Acts 1 and 2 by Imagine Dragons, which I kind of felt was stupid. Just combining both acts together, or albums, I should say, and having Mercury Act 1 as its own separate album, and Act 2 coming out like a year later, and both albums being combined. And it's like, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have bought the first act on its own as a CD already. Then I have Night Visions Deluxe Edition by Imagine Dragons. Then I have Origins by Imagine Dragons. And finishing us off, I have Smoke and Mirrors Deluxe Edition by Imagine Dragons. Now, hopping into the J's, I have 9 by Jason Aldean. Then I have Talk Dirty by Jason Derulo, which, this album's practically 10 years old at this point. Then I have Happiness Begins by Jonas Brothers. This album right here is already turning 5 this year. Then I have Purpose by Justin Bieber. Then I have Justice Target Edition by Justin Bieber. Then I also have Justice Walmart Edition by Justin Bieber. Then I have Future Sex Love Sounds by Justin Timberlake. And finishing us off, I have the 2020 Experience, the complete collection by Justin Timberlake. So, yeah, as I've shown before here on the channel, it essentially folds open, kind of like this, has both albums together in there, one being part 1, the other being part 2, and I do feel they are both great albums. Alright, now hopping into the K's, I have Watch the Throne by Jeezy and Kanye West. Then I have Donda by Kanye West. Then I have Graduation, Kanye West. And finishing us off, I have Welcome to the Fishbowl by Kenny Chesney. So yeah, there's all that. Now, hopping into the L's, I have Born This Way Special Edition by Lady Gaga. Then Norman fucking Rockwell by Lana Del Rey, which is the only title that has a swear word in it, and probably the only time I'll cuss in this video. So yeah, moving on, I have Brightside by the Lumineers, and finishing us off, I have 20th Century Masters by Leonard Skinner. Now, moving on to the M's, I have The Heist by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, Ben by Macklemore, Jordy by Maroon 5, Overexposed by Maroon 5, Yourself or Someone Like You by Matchbox 20, Michael Jackson Number Ones by Michael Jackson, Thriller by Michael Jackson, and finishing us off, I have Thriller 40 by Michael Jackson, which I do feel is a great 40th anniversary edition of the album, being one of his best albums to date. Alright, now hopping into the ends, I have All the Right Reasons by Nickelback. Then I have Get Rollin' by Nickelback. And finishing off the ends, I have No Strings Attached by NSYNC. Now for the O's, I have Guts by Olivia Rodrigo, which is her latest release at the time of the recording, and I honestly felt this was a great release for her, and yeah. Next, I have Sour by Olivia Rodrigo, which is also a great album, and I feel it is a great debut album as well. And finishing off the O's, I have Human Deluxe by One Republic. Now, hopping into the P's, I have The Truth About Love by Pink. Then I have Austin by Post Malone, his latest album, which I felt was a decent album, and I honestly felt it was better than his 2022 release, 12 Karat Toothache. Next, I have Hollywood's Bleeding by Post Malone, and this album turns 5 this year already. Then I have 12 Karat Toothache by Post Malone. I personally feel it's not a bad album, but definitely not near his best either. Then I have 1999 by Prince. And lastly, I have Purple Rain by Prince. This is the extended edition from 2017. And like I've done in the past, I've always opened this up just to kind of show it off. But it does include 3 CDs and a DVD plus a booklet. And I'm fully it up wrong. But I do believe this album turns 40 this year, if I'm not mistaken. Alongside the movie, of course. But yeah, the first CD is the original album. And the second CD is previously unreleased tracks and tracks from the vault. Then the third CD is single edits and B-sides. Then, of course, again, it contains a DVD of a concert he did, uh, which was a pretty fun watch, and I honestly should watch it again, as it's been a while since I've even watched it. And now, cues. At the moment, I currently do not own any album by an artist name who starts with the letter Q. Now, for ours, I only own one album by an artist whose name starts with the letter R, and that is A Very Rucka Christmas, The Second Coming by Rucka Rucka Alley. Alright, we're getting close to the end now, as we are now on the S's, believe it or not. So here we go. I have Supernatural by Santana. Then I have Come On Over by Shania Twain. Then I have Smash Mouth's Astro Lounge. It is sad to hear of Steve Harwell's passing back in September, and it is sad to hear that he passed. So, in memory of him, around the time I did play the album just to listen to it, plus a couple of their other hits as well. Then I have We're All Somebody from Somewhere by Steven Tyler, being his solo country record. Then I have Runaway Boys, a retrospective by Stray Cats. And finishing us off with the S's, I have Twice the Speed of Life by Sugarland. Alright, now moving on to the T's. I believe in the last video I did back in like November, December, or maybe what I did like this time last year, but I know like one of them, the section was like 4.5 minutes in length, and I'm sure you guys will see why, because I was talking a little bit as well, but this is one of my lengthier sections to say nonetheless, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. Starting us off for the T's, I have Lord of the Flies and Birds and Bees by Talk. Which by the time this video comes out, I've most likely already released my album review for the album. Then I have Beautiful Lies by Taylor Swift. Then I have Evermore by Taylor Swift. Then I have Fearless by Taylor Swift. I do own 2 copies of this album. One I originally owned myself, and the other I was just given to because a family member of mine didn't want like any more physical copies of anything, so they're like, yeah, might as well give it to me, since I'm collecting physical copies and whatnot. Then I have Fearless, Taylor's version by Taylor Swift. Then I have Folklore by Taylor Swift. Then I have Lover by Taylor Swift, and this album turns 5 this year already. Then I have Midnights by Taylor Swift. And I'm sure at this point you guys already know where this is going, but I also own Red by Taylor Swift, alongside Red, Taylor's version by Taylor Swift. Then I have Reputation by Taylor Swift. Then I have Speak Now by Taylor Swift, as well as Speak Now, Taylor's Version by Taylor Swift. Then I have her self-named album, Taylor Swift by Taylor Swift, and I'm definitely waiting for that album to get its own Taylor's version. Then I have 1989 by Taylor Swift, and this album is turning 10 this year already, the original version at least. Then I have 1989, Taylor's Version by Taylor Swift. And now, with all that being said and done, there's 2 more albums I have left here in the teas. The first one being Greatest Hits 2 by Toby Keith, and he just recently passed away, which is sad to hear. I feel he was a great country artist, and he's like one of the few country artists I really even listen to, as I personally don't listen to a whole lot of country music myself. I feel I heavily listen more to like pop and a little bit of rap and rock myself, more than anything else. And finishing us off for the teas, I have House of Music by Tony. So yeah, and here we are, clocking this in at going to be 5 minutes now, but hopefully this section doesn't drag the whole video too far, as I'm like, yeah, would suck if this is such a lengthy video at the end of it, mainly because of this section. Now, after all that, we cut down a ton into the U's, and the only album I have by an artist who starts with the letter U is Raymond v. Raymond by Usher. Now, hopping into the V's, first off, I have Dope Mixtape by various artists. I know some of these I was given to from some family members, so I know a lot of the stuff is stuff they burn onto CDs and whatnot, and gave to me in the end. Then I have Merry Christmas 2005 by various artists. Then Review Class of 1982 by various artists. Was given this by one of my aunts who, went to school. Someone burned onto, a CD of popular songs at the time. And, there's that. Then I have Mixtape number 1, which is something, cousins burned on, and I was just given to a couple of years ago. Then I have Now, That's Why I Call Music 9 by various artists, as well as Now, That's Why I Call Music 65 by various artists. Then I have Top Tunes Male Pop by various artists. Then Toys for Tots by various artists. Then We Wish You a Merry Christmas by various artists. Then I also have Extreme Sessions by various ours. And lastly, I just have this CD I was given to, and to this day I still am not sure what's even on it. Pops in the computer and just showed 3 songs, but I should definitely put in a CD player and see what's even on it, so I can just write down what's on it and have like a copy of it. Now we are slowly winding down the last of what I own. So yeah, here we go with the W's. So first I have Bring Down the Horse by The Wallflowers. Then I have After Hours by The Weeknd. Then Beauty Behind the Madness by The Weeknd. Dawn FM by The Weeknd. And finishing off the little section for The Weeknd, I have Starboy by The Weeknd. And lastly, for the W's, I have the Essential Weird Al Yankovic by Weird Al Yankovic, which that essentially is just comprised of a bunch of his well-known hits and whatnot. And this will be one of the last ones that I'll be saying this for, but at the moment, I currently do not own any albums by an artist whose name starts with the letter X. Now, for Y's, I only own one album by an artist whose name starts with the letter Y, and this is Let's Get It, Thug Motivation 101 by Young Jeezy. I know he goes by Jeezy now, but to me, I'm still gonna call him Young Jeezy. This will be the last one I do for this video, but at the moment I currently do not own any album by an artist whose name starts with the letter Z. Now to finish this off, I'm just, kind of showing these off. Essentially, just a bunch of CDs I burned in like 2017, 2018, and I believe even a little bit of 2019 of me essentially burning a bunch of albums with like popular songs anywhere from like 70s to what was popular in like 2017, 2018, 2019, and honestly that was a lot of fun to do and even burn these albums, and I honestly should go back through them and play them again and listen to all of them and see what I even put on them all, as I don't even remember half the stuff I even put on them in the first place, but definitely something I should revisit. So yeah, there is all of that, and yeah, I know this video took a little bit longer than I expected it to do, as I'm sure when I hit the little editing session I'm gonna do, this will turn out to be like half an hour, maybe a little longer than that, but I guess we'll find out and see, and kind of see how the final cut goes of when I upload it. But I'm really hoping this isn't more than like 35 minutes at most, and I know I took a little longer than I should trying to record this whole thing, as it took me, like I believe, a little bit over an hour to even record this video alone, as I have my CD rack right here, which you guys currently can't see, and I've been literally going like back and forth, taking everything off and putting everything back on in between takes for each letter section, which I honestly feel took a lot more time than it honestly needs to be in whatnot for this recording session, which honestly sucks, but it is what it is. And yeah, here we are with this video. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video anyways, and yeah, feel free to list any album or albums you personally do enjoy that I currently do own, and feel free to leave any suggestions for albums that you want me to give a listen to, whether I've heard that album before or not. But yeah, feel free to give me any album suggestions to listen to, and I'll definitely try and listen to them when I do have a chance, and yeah, I may consider of purchasing a physical copy of that album as well, if I do feel I personally enjoy that album. So yeah, here is that, and I don't think I was really keeping track of how many albums I currently own, and I don't think that's really much of a deal at this point, as I'm practically ready to edit this video and upload the video to the channel, and have this ready for this upcoming Friday, which is what, the 23rd? Yeah, the 23rd. I'll have this video out for you guys to watch, of course, after my album review for the day, being the Talk album. So yeah, after this extended outro, which I really don't feel like I need to be 4 minutes in length, but I'm probably going to keep as it is for the video. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, feel free to leave any suggestions for albums down below in the comments, as well as any album or albums you guys personally enjoy that I currently do own in this video. And yeah, finishing us off, this will probably be the only one I'll have like this length for this year, as you know, for like November, December, whenever I do decide to do the end of year one, I'll most likely just be doing what I said earlier in the video, and just show off every single album I've purchased throughout this year for 2024, and just name off every single album I currently do own, instead of like showing them all off like I did in this video. But we'll just see how it goes and what I decide on, and plus what you guys say about it, if anything. Well, until next time, guys, again, for like the 50th time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.